We're in Ferguson, Missouri tonight to witness the police occupation of Ferguson, which is going into its 13th day after the murder of 18-year-old Michael Brown.
Hands up! Don't shoot! Hands up! Don't shoot! Hands up! Don't shoot! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! These killer cops, they got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! These killer cops, they got to go!
People are marching from the community in the streets. You see the police presence here.
Hands up! Don't shoot! Hands up! Don't shoot!
Can you just tell me why you're here tonight and what has, and your thoughts about what's happened since Mike Brown was murdered?
It's the people versus the police. And how I feel like the way that the system is set up, I don't know if it's in Missouri, but the police run everything. Like my first time in Ferguson, like I'm from Ferguson, but my first time back in Ferguson when I grew up, and first day I was out here, I got locked up for no reason. Just for walking down the street and they asked me my name. Yes, I got one, but what am I getting pulled over for? And I'm walking.
Walking while black.
Yes, and that's a crime. That is really a crime. It is.
If any one of us out here were to kill someone the way he did, we will be under the jail.
Not even that.
Under the jail.
It ain't.
There are roses that mark the spots where he ran to get away from the police. And then, of course, the memorial is right there.
How can you give me a job and enslave me for $7.25 and I gotta come home and feed my kids and all this and all that? It's not gonna happen, man. You know what I'm saying? I got electric bills, car note. My daughter, she wanna dance. My son, he wanna play football. All this. How am I gonna do all this off of $7.25? Something gotta change, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what this Mike Brown. That's what we out here for. A change.
Our wages is $8.25 here.
I've
been doing housekeeping since I was 19. Now I'm going to be 25 next year.
And you talk about the injuries that you get from making these big beds.
Like I was making beds. The only injury I have my knees and my back.
Wow.
It hurts so bad. Like sometimes I can't even walk to the bus stop. I hurt so bad.
How many beds would you say you do a day? I mean, rooms.
Sometimes I'll be like 13, 14 rooms a day.
Wow. $8.25 an hour, and no union,
nope.
right?
Nope.
How about health care? Do you have any health care?
It sucks.
Nope.
And you have 2 children?
2, a boy and a girl. So yeah.
And no health care for the kids.
They got health care except for me. I couldn't get it because they said I made too much money.
You got all these police officers from these rural areas, and they're coming here just to one area in Ferguson, which is not even that serious. All we're trying to do is just have a statement. We just want change. We're trying not to harm anybody. They're actually getting this money from grants from the Pentagon, and it's military tactical weaponry from the Pentagon. It's not just here in St. Louis, it's everywhere. Had a guy from Markford, Illinois, he said he had the same situation, but not this to a degree of magnitude here in Ferguson.
As of right now, this is home base. When they first got wind of us being here, there were helicopters flying over us for hours with their lights on us. We got surrounded by police cars. There was about 12 police cars out there trying to kind of intimidate us in a church, in a school, where we're helping people recover and building. We're empowering people in this building. There's no ill wills, I guess, for lack of better words. There's no bad motives being sent out into the streets from this building. It's strictly a recovery place and a place for national organizations to come here and get plugged in. And we were treated as if this is where Bin Laden has his headquarters at. And I'm going to let everybody know that it's not the case. This is a positive place. You were to look down the hall, you'll probably see women building with each other, men building with each other from all over America, talking about their ideas and how they can implement them in their cities. And it's a really unique place. And I encourage anybody else who has anything like this going on, or if you just want to get something started, you don't have to wait for a crisis to happen. I encourage you guys to get with your other local organizations and start establishing these safe havens in your own community that provide whatever it is that you guys need. It might not be resources for tear gas and all that kind of stuff. It might just be food and clothing and just building with your community. I encourage that. to start happening nationwide so that we can get rid of these systemic issues.
Hands up, don't shoot. Hands up, don't shoot. Hands up, don't shoot. Don't shoot.
We are at Ferguson now, and Mike Brown's mother is leading the demonstration.
We do this for Mike Brown.
We need to nationalize what's going on in Ferguson. That's the next step. Well, we have to continue to build political solidarity. It just can't be the young people out here fighting against police terror. We need the unions out here. We need all kinds of community groups and political groups, the youth and students united. We have to build a movement.
We see that people that are oppressing blacks in the U.S. and Palestinians under occupation in Israel are united. We know that they share the same equipment, tactics, and they come together and they are united in their oppression of black and brown lives. And we believe that it's important for us to come together to oppose that.
I was initially coming to fight for justice for Mike Brown, and then Vondrick Myers was killed 2 nights before I booked my flight. So I ended up coming to fight for everyone, all black people, all black lives that matter. And I also wanted to represent women on the front lines.
Our streets! Our streets! Our streets! Our streets! These killer cops, they got to go. Hey, hey. Hey, hey. These killer cops, they got to go. Hey, hey. Hey, hey. These killer cops, they got to go. Hey, hey. Hey, hey. These killer cops, they got to go.
Indict Darren Wilson. That's right. Or we gonna shut it down.
Arrest him
now! Arrest him now! Arrest him now!
Why am I here? Well, I'm here because this has been a battle that's been going on with me for the longest. I've been beat by the police several times. I have uncles that was killed by police. I have cousins that was killed by police. Mike Brown was just really like the tipping point.
Yes.
You know, and he just kind of got a lot of more people to join into my fight and my family's fight. So that's why I'm out here, and I have 2 sons, you know, so I'm out here to make sure that my sons don't have to go through this, and I don't have to bury my kids. Our kids, we're supposed to be buried by our children, not the other way around. We're not supposed to be burying our children. You know what I'm saying? Especially at this age, 18, 19 years old, they're killing these boys out here. We need some change. You know, so that's why I'm out here, and that's why most people out here. Some people don't even know why they out here, but I'm gonna tell you why they out here. They out here because we need some change.
So Mike Brown was really the spark for all of this.
Yeah, Mike Brown. Well, it wasn't the spark. The spark was probably Martin Luther King himself getting assassinated.
Oh wow!
But the actual gas on the fire was Mike Brown. We all are going to have to get into this eventually. This is a national crisis right now. With police killing our kids. You know, and yeah, we make it a big #1 thing for us black people, but this is all nationalities. We need to revamp this whole system that is obviously outdated.